couple of things we know about Lexus. The luxury arm of Toyota, at the cutting edge of hybrid technology, and their cars usually described with terms like refinement and luxury. And then they go and produce something like this, the ISF, Lexus's first stab at producing a dedicated sports model. So let's have a look at some of the differences over the standard IS model. I mean, first of all, you've got this bonnet. I mean, there's no sort of small bonnet bulge here. The whole thing is swelled. It looks like it's been in a fight, really. Underneath is a 5-litre V8 lifted from the LS 600H, but with a number of dedicated modifications for this car. Fuel surge tank, oil scavenge tank, and titanium inlet valves. And then as you come around to the side, front wheel arches extended and then flowing into these sort of vents on the side here, which they say are to take heat out of the brakes and the engine. Coming down to these sills, much larger than the standard car. And then around the back here, you've got quad stacked exhaust pipes, which, if you ask me, looks like they're trying a little bit too hard. Looks a bit like something straight out of Fast and Furious. And the F here, ISF, F stands for Fuji Motor Speedway in Japan, which is where the car was developed, a circuit owned by Toyota. Make no mistake, this is a Lexus like none we've seen before. What it does pay more than a passing resemblance to is a couple of other V8 powered sports saloons. BMW's M3, now available as a 4-door saloon, Mercedes C63 AMG. Now all three of those cars cost within a spitting distance of 50 grand, which is serious money. So today we brought along the Vauxhall VXR8, offering the same sort of power for about 15 grand less. So which is best? To find out, we've devised 3 tests. After each one, we'll eliminate one car, leaving us with a winner. So first up, a race. So with the help of 2 Toms and Charlie here, we're going to do a race over about a quarter of a mile to see which of our 4 cars is fastest. So I'm going to be in the Lexus. So first up for Tom, what is it? M3. Okay.
Lovely.
Next up, other Tom, what's that?
Oh, the Vauxhall. Thanks a lot.
Which means Charlie here, lucky recipient of the Merc keys. Okay, so just to recap, at the end we've got Charlie in the Mercedes C63, 451 brake horsepower, 7-speed automatic gearbox, odds-on favourite. Next, Tom, M3 Saloon, 414 brake horsepower, manual gearbox, a little bit more difficult. Then Tom, he's got the biggest job to do, 411 brake horsepower, and I've got the Lexus, 417 brake horsepower, 8-speed automatic gearbox. Okay, so we're in the Lexus, quarter-mile drag race, ESP off, and just hold it on the brakes, and then when you get go, just full throttle. 3, 2, 1, go! BMW's got an early lead, Mercedes just edging ahead. Very close, we're lagging behind in the Vauxhall. Vauxhall's nowhere to be seen. Right, let's talk to the guys about what happened there, because it was a bit of a surprise. Yeah, Tom, so a bit of a good start.
Yeah,
manual gearbox?
Well, manual gearbox, exactly. A lot of wheel spin at the beginning, but lifted off and hooked it, and then into second gear, and then just flew.
Yeah, what happened with the Merc, Charlie? I mean, you've got most horsepower.
I need to work with that car a little bit more. It's almost too much of a car for me.
And Tom, I mean...
Yeah, pretty agricultural mine. Sort of bogging down, lots of wheel spin, and then didn't really go anywhere. Felt like I was going backwards most of the time. Not happy with it.
So, shock victory for BMW. Unfortunately, it's going to be curtains time for the Vauxhall. Not really much of a surprise. It is the cheapest car here, but it's also the slowest. Okay, so test 2. We've already worked out which is fastest, but these are 4-door saloons, so they're meant to be practical as well as quick. So we're going to work out how much clobber you can get in here and how much space there is inside for 4 blokes. We're going to start with the C63 because on paper that has the largest boot. But I've got enough room. You should, Charlie.
Certainly have.
How about you two in the back there?
It's alright.
Okay.
Bit snug, but it's okay.
Okay, let's try the BMW now, which is the next smallest in terms of boot size. You've lost that again, Tom.
Yeah, maybe unfortunately I'm going home in the Vauxhall, so it doesn't matter.
Alright. Okay, from the driver's seat, this seat is good, but it's not quite as good as the Mercedes. but I'm still pretty comfortable.
That's better than the Merc, yeah.
And what have we got? We've had to leave one bag, so slightly smaller boot, but more space inside. So there we go.
Better packing.
Smaller on paper, but actually in practice larger than the BMW.
Bit more space than the BM and the Merc, a
Yeah.
little bit more.
Yeah.
So it's a bit of a tricky one, and a bit of a sort of bit of a close draw really. We don't know quite what to do. Okay, so the guys are still arguing over which car to exclude. So the only thing to do is to break our own rules and take the BMW through to the last test, which is a drift off here at Bruntingthorpe. A bit irresponsible, but we're on an airfield, so it's fine. And seeing as the BMW's got proper differential, it seems only fair to take it through. Okay, so how to judge skiddability? Well, Bruntingthorpe's got plenty of big open wide corners, which are good for skids, but the infield section here is a much better judge, much better challenge for the car, because you've got this right here, straight into a left, the track's quite narrow, and then another right here. So, you know, it's possible to do three skids all the way through here. Our judges are going to give us marks for duration, angle, noise, and the transition between the different directions. So what have we found out? Well, not to trust the rule book. On paper, Mercedes C63 should be the quickest, but in practice, we found out on a single start it's easier to get the M3 off the line, make a quicker run. Similarly, Lexus should have the smallest boot. In practice though, will hold as much as the Mercedes. Result of our rather unscientific knockout competition, Mercedes is the best. What is clear though is that the Vauxhall, for all its value, can't really cut it in this competition. The Lexus, good effort, but again, can't really match the two Germans. It's really close between the C63 and the M3. The winner of this test, and the car that I'll be driving home, is this, the BMW M3.